I know it's been a while. I'm sorry. Things get crazy around here, and I miss doing these. But unfortunately, more important stuff is coming up. Like not more important, but more time sensitive stuff. I feel like my glasses are crooked. I don't know. We'll have to fix that. Okay, so I'm back, and hopefully I have stuff planned for like the next few weeks. So hopefully I can get more of these done and put on the catalog and the website. Um, yeah, the website's being stinky because it's hard for me to update it at school. I can, but it requires logistics. So it is 1 week away from Election Day. And in case you haven't been paying attention, it's getting a little crazy out there. So I thought we'd take a break from the current election and maybe talk presidents and elections in general, just like some background stuff. Instead of the who's gonna win this one, we'll find out in a week. We hope, maybe slightly longer than a week. But let's rewind and head back to the past. So I have several books on the how things happen, and they're from different perspectives, so that should be kind of interesting. All right, so the first one I have is called The People Pick a President, the Election Book. Okay, and this is just a basic 411 on how presidents get elected. If you don't know, you should read this book. But basically, they have to announce their candidacy, and then they have to campaign and tell people what they believe in and why people should vote for them. And then the people show up on election day and they decide who they want. That's pretty much it. But if you look at the back, there's a whole bunch of details that go along in that. So you should read that book if you want just a basic overview. Okay. And then if you want to kind of think about it from the president's perspective or the candidate's perspective, the wannabe president, this book is like how to get elected. What are things that you need to think about if you are running for office? Getting people to work for you, getting people to campaign for you, deciding which party you want to run for, getting them to sponsor you, all that jazz. So there's a lot of stuff in there that would be helpful if you want to get elected. And I don't believe there's a minimum age, maybe 18, but there are teenagers that have successfully run for office in this country. Mostly local, obviously. You do have to be 35 to be president. But yeah, if you want to make a change, if you want to make the world a better place, run for office. That's the reason to do it, not because you want all the power of the decision making, because power corrupts, and absolute power corrupts absolutely. So don't do it because you want the power. Do it because you think you can help people and make the world a better place. And then if you want to look at it from the voters' point of view, like what do voters have to think about? What do they have to consider? They have to think about what they believe in and which candidate most closely aligns with that and who they think is going to do the best job. And sometimes it's like, well, I like this guy on education, but I like this guy on the economy. So you kind of have to weigh, like, which do you think is more important, money or teaching kids? And sometimes it's difficult, but this book tells you kind of all about what the voter has to think about. And then I have two books that are kind of like historical, like talk about the historical perspective of things that have happened. So this one is all about presidential races. And as you can see from the front, there's a lot of stuff. We got old campaign buttons. We got new campaign buttons. We got Obama. We got Clinton, we got Nixon, and we have like stuff from way back before they had photographs, because those are not photographs, those are engravings. So if you want kind of a background on how presidential races have gone in the past over the last 200 years, Um, including our first president who didn't even run for office. He was just kind of like, hey, everybody wants me, I guess I'll be president. Like, I mean, it was a little bit slightly more complicated than that, but not much. So there's that book. And then this is kind of like the behind the scenes, like all the stuff that nobody tells you about, all the shenanigans that go on in elections that don't make it into the history textbook. So this is kind of fun. And it's written, it's written from a humorous perspective. So if you want to, see what or read about all the crazy stuff that can happen in an election, you can read this book. So that's my take 5 on the election. I will have something a little bit more Halloween oriented tomorrow. And hopefully I will see you then. All right. Sorry, that was a burp. All right. I will talk to you later. Bye.